So this is a video on how to derive the quadratic formula. The quadratic formula derivation starts out with the condition for the quadratic formula, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. The way this is solved is actually by going about completing the square. And so what you're going to do is you're going to divide both sides by a, because in order to complete the square you need x squared with a coefficient of 1. So you get x squared plus b over a times x plus c over a equals 0. And you're going to subtract c over a from both sides. And then in order to set up to complete the square, we're going to add the quantity of b over 2a squared to both sides. And so we group that because we're just factoring that expression. And then what we did here is we simplified the squared term. We squared the numerator and the denominator, so we got b squared plus over 4a squared here on the far right. And then we want to combine these two terms, so we just multiply the top and bottom here by 4a to give us negative 4ac over 4a squared. And then you just combine those to get b squared minus 4ac over 4a squared. And then your next step is just going to be taking the square root of both sides. So the square root is going to disappear over here, and this whole thing is going to be within a square root. And notice, since we're taking a square root, we have to say positive or negative square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. And 2a in the denominator, because the square root of negative 4a squared is 2a. And then you're just going to subtract b over 2a from both sides, and then combine those, since we have a common denominator, to get x equals negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. And that's how the quadratic formula is derived.